everybody, how is everyone doing today in our continuing series on getting healthy over 50, or as I like to call it, I don't want to die. We're gonna talk more about purpose, but let's jump right into it. So I may have to wind up changing the name of these to like almost daily Paul or something like that. I don't know. I want to try and continue to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I don't know. As of the recording of this video, it is Sunday, July 20 something, the day before whatever it is you're watching this. But I think it's the 24th. I've kind of lost track of exactly days and things like that, but today is Sunday. I am off to my new job, obviously. I don't just drive around wearing a bus driver costume in the car a lot, but I am continuing my walking regimen on the daily basis, and now it is solely due to the new gig, because in our training, we are manning some of the bus loading zones at the parks. And what that entails is a ton of walking. I've been at the Animal Kingdom bus loading area, and I have not walked under 5 miles, 5.5 miles actually in my first week. And my last day on Friday, I walked 7.5 miles just around the bus loading area, helping guests and interacting with guests and something like that. So I was really worried about not being able to get in enough exercise, which I assume is going to come once I get behind the wheel of a bus and I'm sitting there all day. I'm going to have to go back to walking either before and or after my shift. But I will tell you that as of right now, I am actually walking 2 to 3 times more than I was when I was just going out and walking for the health of it. So my blood pressure numbers have continued to get better, and they are now, as I've said in the last couple of videos, even in the normal ranges for the most part, hanging right around 120 over 80. So anywhere in there, but nothing that has been severely crazy as of yet. Although Lorena and I went out yesterday and celebrated my first week at Disney and my first day off with some Chinese food. So we'll see what happens there. The last time I ate Chinese food, it looked like things spiked, but this morning everything was fine. So we'll see over the next couple of days how that goes. But continuing to exercise like a madman, and like I said, not necessarily on purpose right now. The new job has been really good for me in that respect, because I've got a lot of walking in, and it's been incredibly hot. So we've got a lot of walking in under pretty extreme conditions, really. It's been mid-90s here in Florida over the last week with the humidity. Well, it feels like it's 180%, but I know the humidity is you know, in the 80s or maybe even 90% range. It's been a little bit brutal, but things are continuing to progress, and the blood pressure continues to be in check. And I'm also continuing to eat right and things like that. Like I said, yesterday was kind of like a, hey, let's go out and celebrate. And we did that. So that was kind of cool. Now, as far as the discussion on purpose. So part of the issue with depression a lot of times is I think people feel like they, and I'm speaking, when I say anything about this stuff, folks, I'm talking from my experience. I cannot obviously speak for you, what you're experiencing or anything like that. So don't start reading, don't start sending me messages going, you don't know what you're talking about, and that's not my experience. I get that. Life is that way. My life experience and your life experience is going to be completely different. So I am speaking only from me. Part of my issue with depression, I really believe, had been the lack of what I felt was purpose in my life. You know, you've had this thing that you've done your entire life, and you've been the breadwinner for the family, and you've had this job where you've been needed and wanted to go in and do something, and then all of a sudden that ends. Yeah, you're no longer bringing in income. You're no longer needed at your job, if you will. And you don't have a place to go. You've lost that purpose that you've had for so many years. So I believe that was probably a little bit of it for me. We had our business over the last 10 years, a decade, and that was my thing. I went in and I had something to do every single day, a crew to take care of, a business to run, new income was coming in and all that kind of stuff. And I had been that way for the past 20 or 30 years, either from jobs or other businesses that I've had, just always doing something and always contributing in a way that I felt was, showed I had purpose. So once that finished and we sold the business, that went away. I was no longer earning income. I mean, obviously a little tiny bit from YouTube, but not that much. Not an income that was sustainable long-term, but I was no longer earning that, that six-figure income, and I didn't have that crew, so they didn't need me anymore. And obviously, Lorena still needs me and things like that. And if it's you and your spouse and your family, obviously still needs you, but there's that underlying thing with us, I think, that, work gives you purpose. So again, at least in my case, it did. And when that went away, it leaves a void in your life where you just don't feel like you're contributing. You don't feel like you have a purpose. Like you don't feel like you have anywhere to go. So that was, again, my case, I feel. So as soon as Disney came about, and I will talk about the issue with, because people are asking me about, okay, well, the DOT, you failed that. What happened? We thought, you weren't going to be able to get whatever job it is you're going to get. I will talk about that maybe in the next episode. But for right now, I want to stick to this purpose thing. So now, every single day since I've started training, I've had something that I have to get up for. I have a job to go do. I have this thing that I know that is going to be taking up my time each and every day. And I know that it's going to be contributing income to the family. So my mood overall, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about this with Lori at some time here soon. All right, my phone died, so give me just a few minutes till I get stopped in the parking lot, and then I will finish this video up before I head into work. I don't want to talk like this while I'm driving down the road. I'm sitting at a stoplight right now.
A few moments later.
Okay, as I was saying, my phone died. Sitting on the dash, it got too hot and quit. But I've got about 5 minutes before I have to go in and start my shift, or at least till I go in and punch in. And I can say that my moods have changed drastically. I just feel so much better. And every day you're literally helping other people have a great experience here at Disney. So it's really tough to be in a bad mood. So I walk around literally all day with a smile on my face, even if I don't feel like smiling. And that in itself is something that is proven that you cannot be mad if you are smiling. Like it feels weird. Like try to be mad or try to say negative stuff while you're looking in a mirror and smiling. It just feels weird to do that. So for the last week, for 6 hours a day, while I've been doing this training, I walk around talking to guests here at Disney World with a smile on my face. And that has just made a huge, huge, profound difference in my mood. And yeah, it's been just awesome. As Disney would say, it's been magical. So if we're getting corny. But that's all I've got for today. Everything's been great. Again, maybe in the comments below, post what you think this might be called, like the almost daily Paul, but not really, or the, Paul's ranting on an almost daily basis, or something like that. But I appreciate you guys watching. The comments on the picture of me in my uniform on Facebook were absolutely amazing, and some of them supremely comical. You guys are awesome. So thanks for watching. If this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you hit that subscribe button and click the little notifications bell so you get an email or a notification every time I upload a new video. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm off to go hang out with the mouse.